Hello, my most amazing artists. Today we are going to have some stations and you will travel from station to station to paint some different painted papers that we're going to use next week. We are going to be creating something called a Chilean Arpillera, and I will tell you more about that next week. Today we're just painting paper, so we're not actually creating the art project today. We're just creating a part of it so that we can use the papers next week to start creating our art project. So if you look here, we have sponges on one tray. That will be one station. I have these rollers. That will be a station. And I also have these texture scrapers, and this will be a station. You're going to be painting 4 pieces of paper, and there's going to be a lot of choices in paper color, but they're going to be half sheets of paper, so just small, not full sheets. But you're going to have a lot of choices for what color you want. I will probably have a table set up with just paper so that the paper is not at the same table as the paint. So let me show you how we're going to get started. First of all, you're going to have a messy mat that you're going to take with you. It's going to have your name on it, and this is how you're going to put your papers on the drying rack. On this first one with the paint scrapers, you can paint any color that you'd like, and you want to put the paint on there thick. Okay, so the key with this is to put the paint on pretty thick because you'll need thick paint for the scraper to be able to do its job. So paint it. You can add more than one color. I always think this looks good. And then just run the scraper through it any way you like. You can clean off the scraper on your messy mat. Wash out your brush really good. Dry it off on the towel. And then start your next one. So go get a different sheet of paper. I chose green. I'm painting yellow, and then I'm going to add some orange to it, and I'm going to use the texture roller this time. It's similar to the scraper. You noticed I washed out my brush so I didn't contaminate my orange, and then you just roll the scraper through. You have to press down hard. Everyone will start with a wipe, so be sure you wipe off your supplies when you're finished with them before you move to the next station. So the next station that I'm going to is the sponge station. You'll have a plate of black, white, and brown paint, and you're just going to get a little bit on your sponge and sponge it around. Don't get too much, just a little bit. Your sponge should be clean for your hand to hold it, and you're going to sponge it around until you have enough paint. The last station is going to be finger painting. I know you all like to do that. We're going to be making finger painted flowers. If you noticed, I wiped my finger on either my wipe or my messy mat to clean it off before dipping into another color. Be sure that you're cleaning your finger off before you dip into another color. That's really important. I'm not wiping my finger off right now because I'm using all purple, but I'm wiping it now because I'm about to get a new color, red. So just be sure that you're cleaning everything that you're using because we're all sharing these things and we want to keep everything nice and neat for everybody. When you're done, wipe off your finger and then grab a little cardboard plate and stamp on some stems. Try to do a lot of flowers if time allows. You can keep adding as long as you have time. Again, use your wipe to wipe off the materials. Then you're going to throw this wipe away at the end. When you're done with everything, you are going to get the white messy mat that I gave you with your name on it and place all of your pictures on it. That's how I'm going to know that these are yours next week. So if you choose to not do this, then you may not get your paper back from this week. So these are going to be my papers. And next week, we will use them to make the Chilean Arpillera. Let me show you one. So here is one from a previous year. Also, if you had time, you could paint a piece of paper plaid. You would just have to write your name on the back as it won't fit on this sheet of paper to put on the drying rack. And then we will be making origami houses to add to our Chilean Arpillera mountains. We're going to be adding some weaving along the edge, and these are going to be really cool. All right, have fun painting paper today.